Hey everyone, so we're going to look at the mcculloch 1010 again this morning and see if the gas leaks out of the exhaust, and we'll check to see if there's gas in where the carb is. So let's take a look. So normally I would, if I was using it, I'd come out here and before I would lift it up. So this is the first time I'm going to be lifting it up this morning, and when I tip it like this, so that's a good sign, it would leak out and just be dripping out like crazy. So obviously that isn't happening, so I'm optimistic right off the bat. Before we try to start it, I'm going to take this off. Now I don't know about this because I didn't change that gasket, but I did change the base gasket that attaches the carb to the base. And wow, so far it's looking pretty good. There is no gas in here, so and I'll show you real quick. The tank is right full, so it hasn't leaked from that cork gasket, and it hasn't been leaking from that fuel line, so that is pretty awesome. I'm thinking we'll have to test this over maybe a month of using it to see if anything changes from now, but that's pretty cool. That was one thing, was that there was a rip in this filter, and so I cleaned it with brake clean really good a while ago, and put the silicone on that, because I don't know if that's, I don't think it's going to cause any problems, but we'll find out in... Oh, I'll show you real quick as well. Because of that, I was just kind of concerned. There isn't any holes in that filter, but just another safety precaution is I did put foam in there, so that's where the air comes through, and so that's, I mean, it's not perfect, but, and that's just like almost like a primary filter now, and that's the secondary, but I think it's pretty good. At some point maybe I'll get a new one, but those older style seem to be hard to find, and I don't have a lot of money for this project. Another thing which is kind of cool is I was talking to a guy that's local on Kijiji, and I asked if he had a mcculloch bar, because this one is an old home light and it's been modified. I looked on it and it's not actually a mcculloch bar. And he was just asking for people to, if they had parts, and so I emailed him just asking for a bar, and he was like, well, hell, I got a well, heck, I got a old mcculloch 1010, same thing as a parts saw there, and so now I'm kind of trying to work out a deal to get a whole nother parts saw. But he definitely thinks he has a mcculloch bar for sure, so we'll see if I can get maybe a cheap parts saw. Well, maybe it would even run, I don't know. Anyways, so far we're good. No gas is leaking out the exhaust, and the air filter area is dry, and so that is different than last time. Usually every time it would be like that after sitting. So now we'll try to start it. Okay guys, so here we are again. I'm not going to forget to push the choke in once it starts. The switch is down in the on position. Let's see what happens. Wow, I'm really excited. That's awesome. I pushed the choke in. awesome. It started, and no gas is leaking out the exhaust, and there's no fuel in where the carb is. So that's all good news. I think I will have to test it over a period of time just to make sure that those are fixed. But so far, it's acting a lot different than every other time I've used it and put it away, and there's always been gas leaking out. So that's good. And it is running a lot better and idling a lot better, so it's all great. I just wanted to quickly do a shout out. I believe his YouTube name is Tripping the McCulloch Man. I think that's it. It doesn't sound right. I think that's it. I've been messaging him back and forth because I saw he was into mcculloch chainsaws, and he has one of these, and he has lots of other ones. And I messaged him and told him my problems, and he told me right away that he's come across these problems before, and he thought I needed a carb kit and possibly a fuel line or a tank gasket as well, because I had two different issues. And so I went and got the carb kit, and you saw the video I did, and it seems to have really helped out. And so he has a lot of good videos, and I kind of share the same passion that he has, because I like these old saws, and it really is a very powerful saw that's very small, and I believe is one of the best saws that's been made. I'm sure other people can argue, but these saws can be, you can put 28-inch bars or even bigger, I've heard. And also Buck and Billy Ray has a video, quite a few videos that are awesome, of him cutting big wood with these saws. So I think mine does have lower compression than it's supposed to have. But as you saw yesterday, me cutting it, it really is going to work, I think, for cutting firewood. So we'll check into that. And yeah, it's an okay day, and I'm going to work for 10:30. So I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye.